Well, that was an eventful day. I went to a dance competition here in New Jersey. I thought I'd give you guys some quick things that are different to American dance competitions to Australian dance competitions because it was a bit of a culture shock today. So basically, how I see American dance competitions run, they're like pageants. Like everyone gets a prize basically. Um, that the difference between that and Australia is not everyone gets a prize. Like you will have your first, second, third, and honorable mentions, which obviously is fourth place, given out. And then at the end of the whole competition, all the points are added together. So if you did 13 solos and you got first for 13 solos, then no one's gonna beat you on that, and you'll win like the that overall prize or aggregate as we call it in Australia for your age group. Also, the second thing is our age grouping is different. Here they have minis and juniors. The minis here are 8 to 10, and their juniors are 10 to 12. In Australia, it's a little different. We have our under 6, our 6 and under 8s, 8 and under 10s, 10 and under 12, 12 and under 14, and 14 years and over. Those age groups are for our solos, duos, trios, and you could have up to 50 or 100 categories of those age groups mixed up all together because we divide all our sections into like classical, neoclassical, lyrical, contemporary, tap, jazz, song and dance, song and tap, and so on and so forth. Here they kind of smooshed it all together. Like if the MC hadn't been announcing what was what, I would have been completely lost here in America because they don't split the sections and do prizes after it. They do prizes all at the end of like the whole thing. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like 36 group of kids sitting on stage and they're getting prizes for basically everything. They're getting prizes because like they had best staging and best costuming, and then you had your overalls, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a beauty pageant. It's literally like a beauty pageant. Like I was waiting for Miss Congeniality to walk out on stage with her feathers and her yellow spandex leotard and go like, "Here's like overall, like you win the crown." And I found out that some of them actually do crowns at competitions. I was like, "What? Who needs a crown? I want a crown. Give me a crown, please. I need a crown." So yeah, so that's the second thing that's different. The third thing that's different is, um, they combined all like yes, I said before, they combined everything together, but in Australia, what we do is we will have, like, say we have a 10 and under 12 neoclassical solos, and there could be 12 in the section, but there would be one straight after it that could be the same exact thing, 10 and under 12 neoclassical. But the difference is the first section could be the novice section. So novice in Australia is for kids who have never won or never competed before, and it's like the newbies basically. They go into that section, and if they place first, second, or third, then for the next competition they attend, they will move up into the open category. If they get an honorable mention, they cannot, because that just like it's just how it is. Don't ask me why. Some competitions, it's actually if you only win first and second that you can only move up, but a lot of people just boycott the rule because they don't want to deal with the like, you were in open at this competition, now you're a novice, you're cheating. Like, yeah, some studios are like that, like seriously. So yeah, so the open category means you've won a prize for that solo or for a solo prior in that section. So the neoclassical section, you won like third place and or second place, and you move up into the open. It's to give a fair shot to the new students, and that's what they don't do here. And I was very surprised. Like, there was one studio that came out and did an amazing job with their contemporary group dance, and I was like, that is the studio to beat. The minute they came on and did like probably about 20 seconds of choreography, I went, that's the studio to beat. They were on point. There was a decent number of them, and they were just phenomenal. And then I found out I knew the guy who choreographed it. I used to take his class at Paradance. So funny. But anyway, so they had that, and then they would have like, and I was like, well, that's not really fair, because you've got like kids who look like they're 13, 14, mixed in with like 12-year-olds going up against 10 and 12-year-olds. To me, it's not really fair. But anyway, that's how it is. A different system is also our groups. We have clear sections. If there is a contemporary group section that is like our juniors, which is the 10 and unders, under 12s, it is a contemporary section. If there is 10 contemporary groups or there are 5 contemporary groups, they have an own section. There have been times where there has been one in a section in Australia, one group, or troop as we call it. Yes, that's not troop like T-R-O-O-P, that's troop T-R-O-U-P-E with an S at the end, because normally there's more than one. So yeah, we don't mush it all together and then stick the kids all on stage at the very, like, halfway through and go, oh, we're going to give you prizes now because it's getting late and you should go home. Like, no. So that's another thing that was different. We also don't have it set up like a convention. We normally get theaters and everything like that. And I was just like, this is kind of crazy. In the convention setting, it's like there's a stage. It's a portable stage with lighting and everything, and it's like, yeah. And then they'd have like classes throughout the day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And you're competing at night. Like, who has time for this? I'd rather have you done, dusted in the morning, and heading home by now. Like, this is crazy. Another thing, this competition only allowed 15 kids from each dance school, because I was like, wow, that's really insane. I remember when I think everyone in my whole dance school had a solo back in Australia, nearly everyone, and yeah. But it was very interesting. It was a bit of culture shock. For me, it was a bit of a culture shock from a kid who came from the competition world in Australia to being here and witnessing what I thought was like, oh, it's a dance pageant. Everyone gets a prize. It's not really a competition if everyone gets a prize. I think Australian dance competitions made me very tough because sometimes there could be 36 of you in one section and they may only give out one honorable mention, one third placing, one second placing, and a first placing out of 36. Like, it's insane. Like, not everyone's a winner. But we also do championship solos. So for those, you have to qualify. You have to do 2 solos to qualify. I had roughly 13 to 15 solos my last year of competitions. I don't know how I remembered them. I used to always forget my tap solo because I just don't know why. I think it was just like I would just like muddle up a step and that would be it. My like life was over, and I used to make up my tap solo, and my tap teacher she knew when I'd forgot because I would go steps, ball change, fan kick and then like do something else, and I used to see her go, well, that's it, and walk to the back and go sit in the little waiting room or green room we had behind the stage, and she knew every single time. I did not forget my tap championship though. That was the funny thing. My tap championship was 4 minutes long. Our solos are also different. They're also longer in Australia. Here they're roughly 2.5 minutes long. In Australia, they're up to 3 minutes. And then a championship solo, depending on what category you're in, it could be up to a 4-minute solo. And in the tap championship, you have to show the contrast of slow and fast. So you have 2 minutes of slow and 2 minutes of fast, and they are hard. Like, that category is hard, especially when you're in like the intermediate or the senior. Like, oh, they were crazy. But yeah, it's just so funny growing up with such like you just know the system so well, and then you come to a country that has a completely different system and you're just like, why? This makes no sense. Like, this doesn't work. It shouldn't work, but it works. But then I was like, you know what? It's just a pageant. It's a pageant for dance. It's not a dance competition. Like, everyone gets a prize. But I will say one thing. I'm really happy. My students that competed, they competed in 2 group dances, a lyrical and a contemporary, and they got platinums, which is basically, I'm guessing, like first place, or they got a high score on their group dances. But unfortunately, we did not win the overall, like however many points it was. I honestly don't know, but the studio that won it, excuse me. The studio that won, they produced a phenomenal piece, but yeah, I know the guy who choreographed it. I used to take his class at Perry Dance, so like yeah, like I was like, yeah, that's the studio to be. The minute they started doing the choreography, I didn't like them with their costumes when they first walk on. I was like, are they doing like Send in the Clowns or something? Because they had a frilly like neck thing, and it was a nude leotard and black pants. I was like, I'm not really sure on this. But then all of a sudden they started dancing. I was like, I'm not distracted by the costume. The costume looks great. It actually works really well with what they're doing, and it was very different. So yeah, but they won the overall, and I was like, okay, well, hey, we got platinum, whatever that means. Like, you got a high score, so we got platinum. So yeah, it's very weird how they do it. I don't know how American dance schools would go in Australia competing. I think they'd get a shock of their lives that like they don't get a prize. Like, not everyone gets a prize, and you don't get like tallies at the end of it. But one thing we do get in Australia, you get a handwritten crit at the end of your section, like, and it's just so much easier. And I don't know why it's kind of hard to explain Australian dance competitions, because like it's just so divided. Like, you've got little categories for everything, and yeah, and then you could have like, I think one year I was in like 10 different groups, and I was in the under 12s, which I had, let's see, under 12 groups. I had a classical, the neoclassical, the jazz, tap, song and dance. That was it. So we had 6, and then I was in the under 16s, and I had jazz, neoclassical, jazz. I think I was in 4. Yeah, no, 5. I was in the song and tap, so 5. And then in the open age group, I had 5. So, like, 26 group dances to remember, plus like 13 to 15 solos. I don't know how I did not have a nervous breakdown when I was 10, 11, and 12. And 13. I don't know how I did not have a nervous breakdown or anything. And then at the end of the year, you would have your concert piece, and you would just do your group, like your troop dances. Thank goodness. But sometimes, like, if you had like random kids come and take the class that did not do the troops or anything, you would have to learn another thing. So it was like, ugh, it was just a headache. But it worked, and I'm still confused about how Americans, like, how their systems work and everything. But I think after time I'll get it. I hope. But I was talking to the owner of the studio and everything, and discussing maybe we organize a group of kids next year that, 1, the parents are okay spending the money, 2, the kids want to put in the time and they want to give up their summer holidays, and 3, the ones that we think should go, and take them with me back to Australia, and we enter them into one of the dance competitions during the summer break here, which is June, July, which would be one of the, actually 2 of the largest dance competitions at that moment, and have them compete in my hometown, basically, just to give them a feel of like, this is how Australia is, and this is your competition. If you want to audition for things and you find out there's an Australian, 9 out of 10 times they're going to be a competition kid, and they're going to know what they're doing, and they're going to know how to work that space, because they know how hard it is. I mean, I think it's cute. Everyone gets a prize. But at the same time, it's like, well, that's not really a competition. That's a pageant. That's my personal opinion. But anyway, that's basically my little experience today with American dance competitions. I do know there is one in a couple of weeks that will be in New Jersey again. But it would be like way down south. So I'm going to talk to my boyfriend, and if he watches this vlog, I might ask him if he wants to come with me. We might go on a little vacay that weekend, just to escape like this part of town. Because he's been unwell at the moment, and that's why he hasn't been in my vlogs, because he's been unwell. and he had to go interstate for a family event. But yeah, hopefully we'll see him next week in next weekend's vlog. But yeah, he's got some exciting stuff happening. He's organizing some stuff, so once I find out more information, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's really random, but right now it's roughly it's almost like midnight. It's almost midnight tomorrow. So I'm gonna end today's vlog here. I'm gonna say thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and ding dong the bell that sits next to the subscribe button. You need to hit that so you get notified about my next daily vlog. Because yes, this is a daily vlog. It happens every day. I promise you, it happens every day. Like, yeah, and my computer's still a potato, so I'm still uploading from my phone. So, yeah, dedication right there. See, dedication, okay? I'll see everyone tomorrow. Deuces.